Tell me the one or two things that a CMO can do right away to start getting a better picture of the analytics on their website and for their e-commerce site and for their business in general.
So yeah, one or two things you could do right away is really define your goals. So step one is always define your goals, and you can do that anytime. There's start that anytime. It's not like you have to wait for a fiscal year to start. It's not like you have to wait for new management to come on. You don't have to do those things. You can start that anytime. When you get those goals established, figure out what metrics you need to make to define success, and then when you figure out what those metrics are, you will apply them to the website. Again, you can do that anytime. Most of these analytics packages are JavaScript, so it's an easy thing for your IT department to make changes in a website. And a lot of times now, websites are on CMS platforms that the marketers have control over, and they can go in and make these changes pretty easily. So that's really the two easy things you can do. From there, it's really having a team and making sure that the discussion of success is filtered down through the team, so that everybody understands what success means, because there's going to be different ideas about how to read the analytics and find those data points and tell whether or not you're actually successful.
Talk a little bit about how digital and social kind of play and interact, and
Mm-hmm.
You've got a more mature version of analytics on one platform.
Yeah.
And you've got a very immature one on another. And
Yeah. So you've got that's a huge issue. Is I can tell you exactly what goes on with my website, but in Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter, I can't really tell you too much, right? So it's important to come up with metrics that define success for you. So each company is going to be different in that respect, right? So a like is going to be different for Coke than it is for LL Bean. And their fans are going to interact differently, and they're going to be engaged differently because just the way the brands are different. So it's important that you have a way to kind of blend those metrics together. So you're not just looking at one picture, you're looking at the big picture of how all those analytics tie in together. So Facebook's got a very robust analytic platform. It tells you a lot of great information about engagement and how influence and all of those factors play into the success of a Facebook page. Twitter's got some okay metrics. They're not the greatest, but when you tie all of those in with your own analytics, and you can do that through segments, you can do that through goals, you can do that through different ways of tagging the website. When you tie that all together, you have a big picture of how social actually integrates. So I could tell you now if somebody liked a page on Facebook and ended up coming to my website via a retargeting ad that was on Facebook, I can tell you whether that person converted or not. That's important information, because maybe your Facebook users convert more often. Maybe they spend more time on your website and are more engaged and are interacting with the website differently than people who come from other social networks. So maybe you want to invest a little bit more money in Facebook because there's a payoff there. It's important to tie all those together so that you can get there.